Welcome everyone, I am Nidanoski, and today we're doing something a little bit different from what I normally do. Not only am I going to play a game that I normally wouldn't include on my channel, Command & Conquer. I really enjoy the game, it just doesn't really fit my current niche. But we're also going to maybe get a little more real than I normally would. So if that's not your thing, that's fine. I would just click on one of our many other videos, because we do a lot of great ones around here on deck building, on RPGs, some strategy games. For this, though, I want to talk a little bit about Father's Day and why Command & Conquer features as a Father's Day special for me. And I want to talk about, before we get going, why it's important to me, and then we'll get going with, I think, some Nod gameplay today. And if you like it, let me know. We can certainly do more of this. Westwood Studios was a great developer back in the day, purchased by EA. No longer making new content other than this remaster, but they certainly had a lot of great games. Now, when I was growing up, I couldn't see my dad all the time, but when I did, we connected on something that my other siblings just didn't, and that was computer games. Specifically 3 computer games, and they are Warcraft 2, Dune 2, and then Command & Conquer. And there is a theme there. They're one of the reasons why I like real-time strategy games. One of the reasons why I like strategy games, and one of the reasons I like games. And these games were the things that I could always connect with my father about growing up. And we didn't connect on many other things, but this was certainly something special to me. So when I got this as a gift, I didn't know whether or not I was going to make a video on it, because it was highly personal for me. But I decided to go ahead and give it a try. I have played a couple of missions just to make sure it runs all right. But other than that, you're going to see the first time I've really played Command & Conquer in a very long time. The original Command & Conquer, which was one of the first games I ever played
in Vienna, was the
that
17th urban bombing
my dad and I could connect with.
On Nod terrorists.
The Security Commission remains in closed session tonight following Nod terrorist actions in Slovenia.
At least your mother tipped well.
I love the live acting they always include.
New Tiberium harvesting methods instituted by the Brotherhood of Nod increase profitability by 49%.
And just to clarify, the Tiberian Wars, which is all about the Tiberian, are separate from Red Alert.
Almost half of the world's known supply, giving the quasi-terrorist group incredible leverage in the London Gold Exchange. On the domestic side,
oh dear.
Cover of Tiberium ignored reporters at Hong Kong's Second World Tiberium Economic Impact Summit. Mobius is expected to refute charges from the scientific community that Tiberium might be dangerous.
It's interesting to see when Nod pops up versus when the GDI pops up.
As the GDI forces take off in another Nod assault, the free world holds its breath. This is Greg Burdett, WWN, somewhere in the Mediterranean.
Are you picking this up? Deactivate your defense matrix.
Okay, and so now we get to choose. I like the GDI forces better, but for a story, And one of the reasons why he stayed with the Tiberian Wars all throughout the series, Kane, the actor who plays Kane, oh, I should have looked up his name, I realized, but the actor who plays Kane steals the show, and he just does such a great job in every portrayal he does, both the good games and the less good games. And so I'm going to go ahead and do this. Now, we're not going to start out meeting Kane, but I think we'll get that far.
Selected.
So, you're the new addition to the Brotherhood. Well, I'm Seth. Just Seth. From God to Cain to Seth.
Oops.
I am his right hand, and I have a task for you. This is Nikumba, and he is causing the Brotherhood much grief. His views do not coincide with ours, and that makes him dangerous. Silence him.
Okay.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Now, this is one of those
Reinforcements have
missions that just really teaches you about movement without doing much else. And of course, it expected gamers. I mean, there were manuals back when this originally released. I don't know if I ever read it. But it does expect gamers to be smarter than I think a lot of strategy games expected. Oh dear.
Right away, sir. Waiting orders. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And this is just a mission where we have to make sure that all enemy units are defeated.
Moving out.
We'll move there.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Moving out. Acknowledged.
Where are you, my missing enemy? There you are.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Moving out. Moving out. Acknowledged.
We'll move across the bridge
Unit lost.
Moving
here.
out. Moving
I thought
out.
there was a bridge there. Maybe that's the next mission. Told you I did a couple of missions.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Moving out. You got affirmative.
Okay.
Right away. Affirmative.
There is a bridge.
Affirmative.
Unit
Not a problem.
lost.
Right away. Affirmative. Not a problem. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Okay.
Not a problem. Roger. Moving out.
And then our guy should be up here.
Right away, sir. You got it. Affirmative.
Nikumba. Yes. Let's go ahead and take him out.
Accomplished.
Mission accomplished. Alright, I'm happy with that. Now we're going to get to select our next campaign. And to be honest, other than general map layout, I don't think there's any big issue or difference. Okay, let's go to our briefing.
Back so soon? Let's see how you do with something important. For too many years, GDI forces have maintained a stranglehold on Egypt. It's fallen upon us to liberate these citizens crying out for a better way of life. Kane wants to establish a base here to eliminate the smothering presence of GDI. It's too risky to move our heavy forces in, so we want you to sneak in with a few expendable troops and set up a forward attack post. By the way, there's more than enough Tiberium for you to harvest. That should easily pay your expenses. If you are detected, you fail. If you fail, you die.
Okay. And so here we're going to get our first building mission, and I think this is where anyone who's played the original game is going to see the best.
Yes, sir.
Let's go ahead
New
and
construction option.
the best improvement, which is this UI.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Although
Construction complete.
I associated this game so much with Dune 2 when I send out harvesting, I kind of expect a
New
worm
construction options.
to
Building.
come kill us. We really should produce a Hand of Nod. That's going to be our barracks, where we're going to start producing infantry.
Construction complete.
All right.
New construction.
Now we do have to
options.
build the buildings right
Building.
next to each other in this.
Construction complete.
I'm going to produce a silo
Building.
and a Hand of Nod. And you're going to see there's a power fluctuation. I do like
Construction complete.
the
New construction options.
power UI. Now here, we're going to have
Building.
a couple of units. We can queue up multiple units.
Unit ready.
They'll all
Building.
spawn from our primary building.
Unit
So
ready.
with this,
Unit ready.
let's go ahead
Building.
and test something. I believe
hold.
building a second infantry unit is going, or building like the Hand of Nod,
Construction
is going to
complete.
speed up what we need to do. Let's.
Moving out.
Building.
Okay.
Unit ready.
I think that's going faster, but I'll actually have to look that up. Whatever the case is,
Primary building.
once
selected.
you.
Unit ready.
Okay,
Building.
yeah, that's producing quickly.
Unit ready.
Reporting. Yes, sir.
Building. Unit
Roger.
ready.
Once you have two facilities that
lost.
produce the same type of unit,
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Building.
then you are going
Unit
to just
ready.
left click on the building and then
Building.
right click on it
Unit
to make it the
ready.
primary.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
And I'm gonna
lost.
have you go down there while
Moving out.
group 1
Affirmative.
moves down here
Yes.
or up here.
Acknowledged. Roger, you got it. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
And this was really before they had support
base
unit
is under
AI.
attack.
Our base is under attack.
Building.
No, 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 no.
Unit lost.
Reporting.
Unit
Right away, sir.
ready. Building. Unit lost. Unit lost. GDI building captured.
Ready and moving out.
Oh,
New
our one
construction
group is almost
options.
completely dead.
Unit ready.
Reporting.
Construction complete.
Right away. Affirmative.
Building.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
And you know what,
Building.
let's build a barracks. Oh, we're out of Tiberian.
Unit ready.
Got it.
Building. Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Building.
Oh, let's go.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Not a problem.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Moving out. Affirmative.
Let's go kill this. Now this, I don't want to say it stole from Dune. Dune 2 was really the first game of its kind, if I recall correctly.
Yes, sir.
Dune 1 was certainly not a strategy game. But there are a lot of similarities.
Unit
Almost as if
lost.
it was a reskinning of Dune 2 in a lot of ways, but they added a lot of new features as well.
Waiting orders. Reporting. Affirmative. You got it.
Okay, and Tiberian still poisons infantry, which is
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
appropriate.
Moving out. Got it.
Primary building selected. Building. Unit ready.
Okay, that's the
Building.
issue I'm having.
Unit ready. Building. Unit lost. Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Unit
I should have
lost.
destroyed that as soon as possible.
Insufficient funds. Unit lost.
So that, that's kind of a mistake, but I can live with that.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Unit ready.
We're gonna shut everything down.
Unit lost.
Reporting.
GDI building captured.
Reporting. Yes, sir.
Unit
Yes,
lost.
sir. Not a problem. Right away, sir. You got it. Not a problem. Reporting. You got it. Not a problem. Yes, sir.
Our base is under attack.
Reporting. Reporting. You
Unit
got it.
lost.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. You got it. Yes, sir.
Come on.
Yes, sir.
The micromanaging on this sometimes drives me crazy.
And waiting. Got it. Right away, sir. Yes, sir.
Alright, yeah, just go ahead and kill them. We should have taken it over while there was still...
Right away, sir. Affirmative.
Or while there was still spice. Not spice. Tiberian. So, well, I learned how to play an RTS
Accomplished.
on Dune 2 on my father's computer. I always found the Command & Conquer games to be a little more difficult than the Dune series. I loved the story. I loved the old live-action cutscenes, along with these attempts at CGI cutscenes. I will say, while I always really liked the genre, I never fell in love with the genre as much until I found Warcraft 2. Okay. Yeah, I really messed up that mission, didn't I? Alright. So Nod continues to take over Africa in this. I believe if you face the Allied, or if you played as the Allied, then you would go from Western Europe to Eastern Europe.
Kane is going to be pleased to hear how skillfully you've handled yourself. And a word from me to Kane goes a long way in the Brotherhood. These walls imprison many friends and members of the Brotherhood. Free them regardless of cost. Overwhelm the prison, but leave it standing.
Alright, so that's where we're going to take our engineers. See, the GDI, they get sturdier vehicles, I believe. Including the mammoth tank.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
New construction.
Oh, I shouldn't have done
options.
that. Oh well.
Building.
Unit reporting. Yes, sir. Knowledge. Moving out. Moving out.
Construction complete.
Moving out.
New construction options.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Moving out.
Okay.
Building.
So we're gonna
Yes, sir.
send these out.
Yes, sir.
Looks like we're having some heavy resistance right away.
Yes, sir.
Construction.
And now we're
complete.
further from when I had tested this. Oh, let's see.
Our base is under attack.
Grr. There we go.
New construction options.
We will want a power
Building.
plant or we'll run out.
Vehicle reporting. Moving out.
Let's go ahead and
Construction
do some
complete.
base exploration. The Tiberian,
Yes, sir.
oh, we definitely want to deal with
Yes,
those.
sir. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Acknowledge. Yes, sir.
Oh, that's no
Unit
good.
Yes, sir.
lost.
Yes, sir.
Alright, now with the power plant out.
Cannot deploy here.
Let's get our Hand of Nod going.
Yes, sir.
Alright, you can deal with them.
Construction complete.
And of course, certain vehicles and weapons are better against a variety of things. Alright, Hand of Nod.
New construction options.
We'll
Building.
get some rocket soldiers to deal with them. Now, early on, I believe all of the units are identical.
Ready.
I do know that the GDI will end up with a laser satellite,
Unit ready.
whereas Nod
Ready.
Yes, sir.
ends up with a
Unit
nuclear
ready.
weapon, but if I remember correctly, you
Unit
don't actually
lost.
get to use it in the campaign.
Acknowledged.
So there is some asymmetry there. I don't know if the asymmetry
Building.
for the actual units, though,
Unit
starts...
Building.
Yeah, let's build that
Unit
comm center.
ready.
Starts,
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
we're gonna want to go down there.
Roger.
In Command and Conquer 1. I do believe that it is in Red Alert, the first Red Alert. But I can't remember if the different vehicles entered in.
Got it.
Construction complete.
Okay. And we have radar! Not the radar from MASH.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Okay, let's get
Building.
one silo going.
Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged. Moving out.
Oh,
Affirmative.
let's move down here.
Affirmative.
Ah,
Affirmative. Affirmative. Moving out.
okay, we are gonna have a base here to deal with.
Moving out.
And surprisingly, it's already
Acknowledged. Moving out.
interesting.
Reporting. Knowledge. Reporting and waiting. Wait away, sir. You've got a problem. Yes, sir.
It's
Not a problem.
already damaged.
You've got
See, I don't think I'm not. I don't think I'm the one who damaged it.
Moving out. Affirmative. Moving out.
Okay.
You've
We
got it.
keep
Roger.
going.
Moving out. You've got it. Roger. Right away, sir.
Silos needed.
Moving out.
Oh yes, let's place our silo.
Ready and moving out.
Okay, so there isn't a base
Right away,
here.
sir. Affirmative.
These are just civilian
Affirmative.
buildings.
You've got it. Affirmative. You've got it. Roger. You've got it.
Yeah, maybe don't go running in a war zone. That's terrible of me.
Moving out.
That's
Moving out.
horrible of me,
Affirmative. Moving out.
especially considering
Moving
current
out.
events. I feel bad and guilty, as I
Ready
should.
and waiting. Affirmative. Moving out.
Okay,
Moving out.
let's keep
Right away, sir.
moving.
Right away, sir.
Ooh, we don't want to get any of our units,
Affirmative.
especially our engineers, run over.
Affirmative.
But it looks like we're definitely going to get some run over.
Not a problem. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Oh, darn.
Building. Building. Construction complete. Unit lost.
Moving out. Roger. Roger. Moving out.
Okay,
Unit
there's...
ready.
Affirmative. You got it. Yes.
Building.
Affirmative.
Unit
Oh, we need
lost.
to deal with that.
Reporting.
Unit
Right away,
ready.
sir. Moving out.
Building.
Yes, sir. Right away. Roger.
Our base is under attack. Unit ready. Unit
Reporting.
lost. GDI building captured.
Okay,
New construction
Yes, sir.
options.
You've got it. Right away.
Unit
Moving out.
ready.
let's make sure there's no turret over here.
Moving out.
Grab our engineer.
Moving out. Affirmative.
And let's go capture us. Oh, we could build the grenadier. So there is the asymmetry. I just couldn't remember. It's been so long since I picked up this game. Okay. So far, we're zooming along. Okay. And so now we're continuing our attack. This time going west. I'm a little surprised we're not confronting the GDI currently, but it does make sense that we... Yeah, it does make some sense. So we're going to get the flamethrower tanks then if it's already starting. I wonder when. Oh, what's this? Unity.
GDI escalating Mao civil war. Nod factions require reinforcement. Nod command directive.
Okay.
Aid Nod supporters' defense against GDI incursion. Eliminate GDI presence in the region.
Rescue mission.
I don't think you understand what's happening here. You don't spill it, I'm gonna spill it. You, all over this damn floor.
This isn't going well.
Now give me everything I want and give it to me now, or it's over for you. That's real funny, tough guy. Real funny. Here you go.
Well, I mean, that happened. Okay.
Yes, sir. Moving
Destroy the enemy village.
out. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
And we don't have any reinforcements, do we?
Yes, sir.
Let's deal with this grenadier.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Moving out. Affirmative. Moving out.
That's as far west as we can go. Which is alright.
Moving out.
Ooh.
Yes, sir.
And our vehicles haven't quite caught up, which is a bit
Knowledge.
annoying. I'm almost wondering if I should split them off into different groups. I think I will.
Yes, sir. Reporting. Yes, sir.
Come on, stop moving.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Waiting unit reporting. Yes, sir. Right away,
Okay.
sir. Roger. Moving out.
Oh dear.
Knowledge. Yes, sir.
Run
Moving out.
away.
Right away, sir. Moving
Do
out.
not let him run over us. Very basic tank. Oh, good.
Waiting or moving out.
That was very close.
Acknowledge. Moving out.
How's it going?
Affirmative. Moving out.
Glad you can make it, vid.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Vehicle acknowledged.
Okay.
Acknowledged. Unit reporting. Right away,
I
sir.
do enjoy that when a vehicle gets destroyed, you receive a damaged infantry unit. It doesn't really amount to much, except that it is thematic.
Moving out. Right away, sir.
Alright, I really should have led with... Ah!
Moving out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Unit report. Moving out.
Now we're supposed to destroy the...
Yeah.
I believe that we were supposed to destroy the... village? Small village... oh. Friendly to our cause. Okay. Seek out the enemy village and destroy it. So that's our friendly village.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting.
We are now taking sides in this civil war.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Alright, so without any way to replenish our troops in this mission, I have to be a little bit cautious,
Moving out.
continuing to move the units separately,
Moving out.
especially since they're not the best
Acknowledged.
at mapping their own movements. Infantry's fine, but the vehicles
Got it. Yes, sir.
poor.
Moving out. Yes, sir.
There we go.
Roger.
Just like that. They couldn't be bothered to walk around.
Affirmative.
So how is your night going, Vid?
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Reporting. Right away, sir. Right away, sir. Moving out. Awaiting order. Moving out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Alright.
Yes, sir.
And we're actually going to have our infantry go that way.
Yes, sir.
Oh no, they're dealing with a grenadier.
Waiting affirmative.
Oh hey Snickers, how are you doing? It's pretty unifying right now? What do you mean by that?
Moving out. Moving out. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Moving out. Moving out. Acknowledge. Reporting. Right away, sir. Got it. Moving out.
Okay.
Got it. Awaiting order. Affirmative.
I think we're getting close to the enemy village.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Unit
of course we have more vehicles.
Yes, sir.
We'll have the infantry move up and deal with what they can. Oh, that was a troop transport.
Got it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right away.
Unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Yes, sir.
We have to be more careful. We're losing units too quickly.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Fair enough.
Reporting.
I
Affirmative.
apparently did not get the button.
Got it, sir. Awaiting order. Yes, sir.
Alright.
Affirmative. Reporting. Not a
Unit
problem.
lost.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
And now,
Yes, sir. Not a problem. Reporting. Affirmative. Moving out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
oh no, don't destroy my units.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Moving
Let's
out.
move close enough.
Yes, sir.
We don't have to destroy all of the enemy units, we just have to destroy all of the village buildings.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I think we have enough units to do that.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Ready and waiting, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Right away, sir.
Almost there.
Lost.
Oh,
Affirmative. Got it.
we lost more units than I would have liked to. That's okay. So going back to what I was saying earlier,
Not a problem. Affirmative.
just with all of the pathing issues, it's still such a fun, nostalgic game. I do wish they would have fixed some of the pathing issues.
Affirmative.
That it wasn't so much a remaster as a new skins on the graphics and UI, which in and of itself was needed. But still, overall, a very fun game.
Affirmative.
Okay, where is our...
Mission
Okay,
accomplished.
just one villager. Oh, how's it going, Soul Steel? How's Canada this time of night? Okay. What's our next mission? Yeah, it's a bit warm for us here too. We're just ending a
Before you can truly
strange
shape
cold
the
front.
future, you must first possess the past. Assimilate our history, for it is your own. Kane wants you to view this.
Okay.
Accessing Brotherhood archives.
We're gonna switch to Kane soon.
The Brotherhood desires a world of peace, unity, and eternal brotherhood.
Yeah.
The Brotherhood springs from the lowest of places, offering unity and peace to otherwise neglected and abused nations. Tiberium heralds the dawn of a new age. The Brotherhood embraces this age, harvesting Tiberium to further expand our collective beliefs. Tiberium continues to confound the scientific community, soaking up ground minerals and soil nutrients like a sponge.
It's about
The
68
end
degrees
result of
Fahrenheit.
this unique leaching process creates the formation of Tiberium crystals, rich in precious metals and available for collection with a minimum of
So it's
mining
comparable.
expense.
Yeah, that is pretty warm for late at night. What part of Canada are you from?
I have good news. While I was at a top-level briefing with Kane, I made mention of your accomplishments and efforts. He's somewhat impressed, and is interested to see how you handle your next assignment. Kane needs Niger, and his personal commander is massing an assault through Algeria. We need to be assured that GDI's A-10 Warthogs flying out of Lagos do not hinder his progress. Your goal is to set up surface-to-air missile batteries and destroy the GDI airbase. You have caught Kane's eye, and he is watching. Do not fail me.
Okay. Okay. So not too far north. Let's go ahead and
Right away, sir. Right away, sir. Moving out. Moving out.
move it up. Well, we are glad to have you watching on the channel.
Moving out. Unit reporting. Yes,
This
sir.
is a game I used to play
Affirmative.
quite a bit. Many years ago.
Moving out. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Oh, that's where we want to build.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Affirmative.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
New
Affirmative.
construction options. Building.
You know, it was one of the first games I played, particularly of this genre. I played Dune 2
Construction complete.
prior to this,
New construction.
and I played Warcraft 2 after this, so it falls right in between when I first started playing to when I really fell in love with the genre. Okay, let's get that
Building.
refinery going. I don't know why I didn't click it.
Moving out. Affirmative. Moving out.
Okay.
Moving out. Moving out.
Let's make sure our infantry don't wander into the poisonous Tiberian.
Construction complete.
Oh, come on.
Reporting. Moving out.
There we go.
New construction options.
Doom and then Warcraft? Okay. Let's see. We have our power plant. Let's go ahead and get a Hand of
Building.
Nod going.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
The missions are going to get harder and harder.
Construction complete.
Out of the three
Moving out.
of the genre I really played of this time, Warcraft, Dune 2, and
Moving out.
Command and Conquer, I would say this was the one with the steepest learning curve.
Moving out. Affirmative. Moving out. Acknowledged.
And so I'm kind of oh, get out of the Tiberian. Get out of the Tiberian. I'm kind of worried
New construction
that I'm going to be way
options.
rusty. Okay.
Yes, sir.
We're going to need some SAM sites to defend against airstrips, I know. But why don't we...
Building.
No, that.
On
Why don't we
hold.
build a comm center now?
Cancelled. Building.
We're going to need a refinery as well. Let's kind of
Building. Unit
offset the income
Building.
by building additional
Unit
units.
Unit
Come on,
ready.
you're taking far too long.
Building.
And then we'll need a power plant after this as well.
Unit ready. Building.
Ready and moving out.
Construction
Moving out.
complete. Unit ready.
Let's build you down there.
Unit ready.
And... yeah, we'll want
Building.
some SAM sites. Make sure that we can defend against any air units that rush in.
Ready and waiting. Moving out. Moving out. You got it.
Unit lost.
Yes. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Okay.
Construction complete. Building.
Let's grab that. Again, we're going to need to be
Building.
constantly building our infantry
Construction complete.
until at least we can get
Unit
another silo.
ready. Building.
Let's grab that
Building.
silo.
Unit ready. Construction complete. Unit ready. Building.
What kind of power will the plant have?
Unit
Well, if
ready.
Tiberian is an alien
Building.
plant, quite a bit.
Insufficient funds.
I can see that. Switching over from this to...
Building.
let's go ahead. Oh, we've run out of money, which is fine. Switching from this to Warcraft.
Moving out. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Moving out. Moving out. Yes, sir.
What's in here? Just a
Our
village?
base is under attack.
Oh, why is our base under attack?
Unit ready.
Oh, airstrikes
Building.
already.
Unit ready.
Airstrikes already.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
A sunflower? No, this isn't Plants vs. Zombies, although that's a fun game as well. Okay.
Moving out.
With our forces strengthened,
Ready and waiting. Unit
let's go ahead and move forward. We'll leave this as a small force to distract them if they do move forward
sir.
with anything.
Yes, sir. Waiting orders. Vehicle
Yeah.
reporting. Moving out. Acknowledged. Moving out.
Okay, so they're going to come from the
Moving out.
northwest.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Oh, that is
Moving
where
out.
their base is. So is this where their Tiberian is
Moving out.
being harvested?
Moving
They're
out.
going an awful long ways for that
Moving
if
out.
that's the case.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Or is this where their base really
Yes,
is?
sir.
We're going to lose this guy.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
We should have run our tank across.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's where the Tiberian
Insufficient
is.
Funds.
Yes,
Unit
affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged. Moving out. Affirmative.
Okay.
Affirmative.
Tanks are still
Moving out.
an effective
Moving out.
way
Affirmative.
of dealing with infantry.
Acknowledged. Moving out.
What are you guys doing? Leave the village alone.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Okay.
Moving out. Acknowledged. Moving out. Moving out.
And we're
Unit
slowly
lost.
getting some... I'm thinking... Let's
On
cancel
hold.
this and build another
Cancel.
refinery.
Building.
Acknowledged. Waiting order.
Unit
Moving out. Acknowledged.
lost. Unit
Ready
lost.
and waiting. Affirmative.
Unit
Okay,
lost.
we do have a small
Our
incursion
base
there.
is under attack.
Yeah, I've messed this up. That's okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Retreat to base.
Unit lost.
Everyone retreat.
Unit lost.
We'll try to salvage this mess.
Waiting order.
Unit lost.
Oh dear, I don't have the rocket launchers, the tank, or the... really anything to deal with
Unit
this kind of
lost.
vehicle
Unit
incursion.
lost.
I haven't played Total Annihilation. I've definitely
Unit
seen it
lost.
more than once.
Moving out.
Construction complete.
Moving out. Yes, sir.
Okay. You know, let's go ahead and give this one restart. I should have been faster on building it. Well, focusing on a second refinery.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Right away. Moving out.
And I don't know why they kept trying to go after the village, particularly because I didn't have them go into the
Moving out.
village.
Affirmative.
New construction options.
Yes,
Building.
affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction
Yes.
complete.
Okay.
New construction options. Building.
So, It is harder than Warcraft. You know, I've heard that it's definitely a game with a learning curve and
Construction complete.
one that is both
Construction
fun,
options.
challenging, and that ultimately makes it rewarding.
Building.
I'm gonna make another refinery real quick before I do anything else. Yeah, we gotta deal with you. And that way, because
Our base is under attack.
we were spending so much money, more than I realized we were going to do.
Construction complete.
Oh, come on, get out of there.
Vehicle moving out.
And this will get us another Tiberian harvester. Oh, I've done that. Glasses are very much needed for so many things. Okay.
Construction complete. New construction.
Let's grab
options.
that.
Yes. Affirmative.
And... Alright, there we go. Isn't that supposed to get me a second one? I think in the later games it did, but apparently I still only have the... Oh, there it is. It was just loading. Okay. Now that I'm no longer off my rocker,
Building.
let's grab some SAM sites to defend against an air attack we know is coming. And they're going to send in
Building.
quite a few vehicles. I feel confident in our ability to deal with the infantry.
Unit ready. Building.
Oh, I kind of wish I could set a rally
Construction
point, but this
complete.
was before rally points.
Unit ready. Building. Unit ready.
Let's build a
Building.
second SAM site. I don't think one will be enough.
Unit ready. Building.
And let's... Oh, do I want to build a second hand of Nod
Unit
yet to
ready.
speed these up? I'm not sure.
Building. Insufficient funds.
And we're still out of funds. Okay. We'll just wait for the two of them to come in, but we are harvesting at twice the speed. Unfortunately, that means the Tiberian, which normally does spread out, kind of like a disease over the field,
Unit
it's
ready.
going to be depleted, and once it's fully
Building.
depleted, that's gone.
Construction complete.
And I'll have to go to the enemies.
Low power.
Okay, we'll
Unit
fix that. We'll
ready.
get a power system going.
Building.
Yeah,
Unit
we're still
ready.
good there.
Building. Construction complete.
I'm about ready to move
Unit
out, I
ready.
think.
Building. Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Acknowledged. Right away,
Let's
sir.
move you
Right away, sir.
down here. And we really do need to control the vehicles separate, I believe.
Moving out.
So let's
Yes, sir. Roger.
put you up there.
Acknowledged.
You'll be
Affirmative.
Task Force 2.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unit
And you Task
ready.
Force 1.
Building.
And I think
Unit
we're going to be
ready.
okay to move out.
Moving out. Reporting. Moving out. Awaiting order. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Well, let's grab another power plant just in case they sabotage or take over one of ours.
Moving out. Ready and waiting. Yes, sir.
Construction
Acknowledged.
complete.
Okay, let's retreat so our infantry can catch up.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Oh, that's a terrible thing if they are smart, but they're not. Okay, we're much better at dealing with the vehicle, our vehicles, the tanks.
Right away, sir.
Don't continue traveling north when I tell you to attack. Oh my gosh, you're moving right into it.
Lost.
Oh, that is
Unit
kind of annoying.
lost.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Alright, let's grab that power plant. We will do another Hand of Nod at this
Building.
point. How much for that? 2,000? So not quite,
Construction complete.
but it does look like we're going to need a
Building.
silo to reach
Unit
2,000.
reporting.
Construction
Moving out.
complete.
Yes, reporting. Yes, sir.
Okay, if I can destroy
Unit lost.
that,
Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Knowledge. Yes.
Unit lost.
Okay. We may need to retreat. But for now, I'll hold tight with this area.
Yes.
Construction complete.
Okay, yeah, we're going to get another hand of nod.
Building. Unit lost. Unit ready.
Okay, we have too many of these,
Unit
so let's get
ready.
some more flamethrowers and minigunners.
Building. Unit ready. Building. Unit ready. Insufficient funds. Unit ready. Building. Unit ready.
Reporting.
And yeah, this game, as far as streaming goes, it was almost a silent release along with the rest of the collection from EA moving from their Origin servers over to Steam.
Unit lost.
I think it was supposed to have a bigger release than
Unit lost.
they got. And I'm not sure what happened there.
Unit lost.
Oh, let's go ahead. Oh, they have a heavy factory right there. Don't move over our troops. Nope. Grr. I will say, if this gets enough attention, I will more than likely continue streaming this along with the other Command & Conquer games. I own all of them. But I'm doing this primarily because this was one of the 3 games that I really connected with my father with, and it was Father's Day. So it's really a special game for me. Oh, did you rebuild? Let's get
Building.
some of you up here.
Unit ready. Building.
Okay, I think we're gonna be okay.
Unit ready. Building. Unit lost. Unit ready.
Right away, sir.
Building. Unit ready. Primary building selected. Building.
Ready and waiting.
Unit
Roger.
ready.
Let's grab that. Insufficient funds again.
Insufficient funds.
Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative.
Unit
But let's go
ready.
ahead and
Got it.
Building. Unit ready.
you know, I suspect
Building.
that
Not a problem.
it
Ready.
I do suspect
Unit
that was
lost.
definitely part of it, along with
Moving out.
other events
Ready and waiting.
GDI
that all
building
really do
captured.
deserve perhaps more attention.
Unit ready.
And waiting. Yes.
GDI building
out. Affirmative.
captured.
Affirmative.
Unit lost. Mission
Okay.
accomplished.
Yeah, they do deserve the attention they're getting. I do find it sad though that this game is pretty much going to doom Westwood Studios all over again because it's just not getting the traction it needs. Well, EA owns Westwood, but them as a whole. Okay. Ooh, which territory do we want to attack? I'm gonna do this over here.
I was starting to trust you, but now Kane has asked for your services specifically. He thinks you can handle this. GDI has imported a nuclear detonator, and Kane's intelligence shows it hasn't even been unpacked yet. Since you seem so brilliant, sneak into the GDI base with a small task force, find the crate, and get out, if you can. And if you're lucky, I'll have a helicopter waiting for you.
Oh, another one of these missions. Yeah, Seth really starts to hate us because we get Kane's attention on this. You know, flying in hover cars would certainly fit with the science fiction of what we should be at right now.
Yes, sir.
Oh, goodness.
Reporting. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative.
Oh, goodness.
Unit lost.
I didn't want to have that happen.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Oh, my eastern force is already devastated.
You got it.
Unit lost.
You got it. Yes. Yes. Moving out.
Unit lost.
Moving out. Affirmative.
I'm just gonna leave them be for now,
Right away, sir.
till we've reached a point where I think we can meet up.
Got it. Moving out. Moving out. Roger. Moving out.
Maybe that's too much.
Right away, sir.
Oh no.
Moving out.
Let's move back. Are you gonna follow? Perfect. Now he's out of range of the additional tank unit.
Reporting.
Unit
Got it.
lost.
Moving out. You got it. Right away, sir. Right away, sir. Right away,
Unit
sir.
lost.
Okay.
Right away, sir. Moving out. Moving out. Right away, sir. Rod, moving out. Affirmative.
And it looks like it's a heavy tank too, not a normal tank.
Rod, you got it.
Unit lost.
I think we are doomed on this mission because I let my eastern force get so torn up.
Moving out. Affirmative. Moving out. Moving out. Acknowledged. Moving out.
Okay, and it looks like
Affirmative.
I'm gonna have to deal with this, but at least we know what to do for...
Moving out. Acknowledged. Yes,
Oh
sir.
my goodness,
Affirmative.
did you
Unit
really have to
lost.
catch up with me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that is it. That did me in. I'm hoping that there is,
Yes, sir.
but what I really need to do
Yes,
is
sir.
coordinate a little bit better on this.
Acknowledged.
And we'll see how we do.
Moving out. Moving out.
Okay, so
Yes,
we'll deal
sir.
with this force first.
Unit lost.
Of course, we lost a
Yes,
unit.
sir. Affirmative. Moving out. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Unit
Oh, and the grenadier took out our infantry. Okay.
Vehicle reporting. Moving out. Unit moving out. Moving out. Unit
Let's go
moving
ahead
out.
and
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
grab this.
Yes, unit affirmative. Moving out. Acknowledged.
Move! Oh, darn, I wasn't fast enough.
Unit lost.
Okay, it's not as bad,
Reporting. Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged.
but somehow my western
lost.
unit
Yes, sir.
is so much worse. I'm not even sure how.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Unit
What did I do
lost.
differently and wrong here?
Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Ready and waiting.
Unit lost.
Yeah. One more time. It is getting pretty late. And perhaps I'm both too tired and too unskilled. Let's see. I believe it was the control and the attack command. So we can shoot down the cliff?
Unit reporting. Acknowledged. Moving out.
We'll try that later. We'll look for areas that look like they might be weak.
Reporting. Vehicle reporting out. Vehicle
Let's
reporting
go ahead and keep going. I believe the eastern forces should run into their enemies first. Yeah.
Yes, sir. You got your affirmative.
And if I continue to kite them, our western force
Moving out. Affirmative.
should be able to deal with them effectively.
Moving out. You got affirmative. Vehicle reporting out. Acknowledged. Moving out. Reporting. Affirmative.
Okay.
You got it. Yes, sir. Unit acknowledged.
Let's grab that. No, retreat, 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 retreat.
Right away, sir. Right away, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
We're gonna lose one. Oh, we didn't lose one.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Affirmative. Moving out.
Okay.
Lost.
What I'm going to do here
Acknowledged. Moving out.
is as they retreat.
Moving out. Acknowledged. Moving out. Affirmative.
Oh,
Moving
come
out.
on, that ran right over them.
Unit
And
lost.
why did you keep moving after I told you? Oh well. That wasn't as bad as it could have been. Lakeside. I will have to look for that.
Moving out. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Moving out.
Okay, we should be running into a tank unit here.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Moving
Let's
out.
let
Yes, sir.
everyone
Moving out.
catch up. We'll run into multiple tank units, 2 on the west side.
Acknowledged.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Affirmative. Moving out. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Come on, move this way, move this way. Why won't you move?
Affirmative.
There we go.
Affirmative.
Oh,
Acknowledged.
come on, I can run you over.
Affirmative.
There we go.
Moving out. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Moving out. Acknowledged.
Thank you.
Right away, sir. Yes, sir. Moving out.
Okay.
Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Moving out. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Reporting. Right away, sir. You
Oh, and of course I...
moving out. Affirmative. Ready.
Alright, no, move away, move away.
Not a problem. Right away, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Oh
lost.
dear. This did not end well.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
That looks like something I may be able to knock down.
Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. You got it. Affirmative. Moving out.
No.
Affirmative. Moving out. Moving out.
We're gonna keep exploring.
Moving out.
Not giving up yet. Oh, of course.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Affirmative.
And while I wasn't looking, he ran over my troops.
Acknowledged. Moving out.
Alright.
Yes, sir.
You know, I actually haven't explored down here. We might run into some reinforcements, and we might run into our doom.
Affirmative. Moving out.
Let's take a quick look on the western side.
Right away, sir.
See what we find.
Roger.
I expect to find our doom, but
Affirmative. Moving out.
knowledge is power.
Moving out.
Okay,
Roger.
so we can get cliffside.
Roger. Moving out. Affirmative. You got it. You right away, sir. Moving out. You got it. Affirmative. Right away, sir. Affirmative. Moving out.
And we can continue our strategy of dealing with infantry troops here.
Affirmative. Moving out. Right away, sir. Moving out. Right away, sir.
Sure.
You got it. Affirmative. You got it.
Unit lost.
Unfortunately, we lost a unit. That's fine.
Moving out. You got
At
it.
this
Right away, sir.
point, this is more exploratory to see what we can do differently.
Yes, sir.
And because I don't want to
Moving out. Knowledge.
lose our infantry to Tiberian poisoning,
Affirmative. Affirmative. Moving out. Acknowledged.
I'm going to keep going this way.
Moving out.
So up here, when we can deal with units
Affirmative.
via tank to,
Moving out.
just like we did, to remove infantry from our paths.
Affirmative. Moving out.
Because as grenadiers are great against our infantry, they really aren't that good against our tanks.
Moving out. Moving out. Acknowledged. Moving out. Acknowledged. Moving out.
Let's just go.
Acknowledged.
Okay.
Moving out.
So we could completely ignore this pass here
Moving out.
and move in on the south side with our western troops, it looks like. Okay, and that's where the base starts. Move, move, move! Get away from there, get away from there, get away. And unfortunately, I have drawn their ire. But we're still going to explore and look for that spot where the two forces can meet up. Alright. That's okay. We now know a lot more. Oh, hold on. Let's see if they can not kill villagers for half a moment to explore. Really? Send up one fast unit to drag enemies one at a time if possible. That's not a bad way. That's not a bad idea at all. And this is where we would meet up. Right here. We destroy the wall. Okay.
Unit lost.
And oh my gosh, would this be the end of it? I think it might be.
Unit
Oh well.
lost.
I think that's a great strategy, Soul Steel. With this though, I think I like where we're ending this. I have ideas you've given, and I really appreciate that. I'm going to employ them next time. So probably tomorrow night, I'll pick it up where I left off. If you like this, let me know. If you have more suggestions like Soul Steel did, let me know. I'd love them. It's been forever since I played this game. In the meantime, though, I am Nidanoski, and as always, have fun.